the home of the Seahawks. One ticket remaining to be punched for the championship round next week. We're all set and off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here is the rookie from Texas A&M. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now Lance. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Dallas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Go! The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Howell. Metcalf hauls in that one. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Unlock Ryan.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Ready? Hawk 7, bring it. Ready?
Once again, it's Walker. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Tiger. Six the Eagle. Check go.
Now Walker. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Let's go now.
Here's Lance. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
To throw, here's Lance. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he is taken down. A big gain. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Here we go.
Throwing, Lance. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 18 yards on the pickup there, and a 1st down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 8 check, Panther. Go!
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now it's Howe. That's complete to Metcalf. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll motion over Metcalf. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Okay, ready?
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3?
Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
We'll try and run it with Walker. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. To throw is Lance. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun run now with Walker. He'll push forward here, down to about the 27. It was Marshawn Nealon there to stop him. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, sack. Viking 18. Check up.
Throwing is Howell. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll motion over Metcalf. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll throw with Howell. Metcalf makes the grab again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Closing seconds of this 1st half, and this kickoff is away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Lance. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports Halftime Report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. We are set for the 2nd half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. second down and 3.
Shot alert! Shot alert! Go! Go! Go!
Now a give to Walker, running right. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here's a third down and 4.
Ready, ready! 70 Timberwolf! Trap 60, 79 Bronco! Hut, hut!
To throw is Howell. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will score! DK Metcalf. Touchdown Seahawks. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll motion over Metcalf. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. Second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here's 3rd and 2. try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Back to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Damone Clark there to get him down. Third and 5. Howell. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete right side. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Cowboys.
And his great game continues. And all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Now Lance. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys have cut the deficit to 5. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. One. Here's a handoff to Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On the ground, it's Walker. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Here's Howell. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Go! Bronco 80. 70 Lion. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. That's dropped off for Walker. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. That is caught downfield by Pickens. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, it looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
To throw, here's Lance. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second down, goal to go. Throwing, Lance. He'll go right and find his running back. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
One more hurdle here. They've got to get the 2-point conversion to stay alive in these playoffs. Lance looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. The defense holds, stopping the 2-point conversion in the final minute, and this remains a 2-point game. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Pass the 60. Here we go, sack.
They'll motion over Metcalf.
Go.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Third and long. They'll run the toss with Walker. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain.